Hi everyone, Story Severia. Okay, so I'm going to do some more ghost stories from HuffPuff. HuffPuff. I keep wanting to say HuffPuff because of Wolf from 10th Kingdom. Midnight can do the impression better, and she can do the old quote as HuffPuff, you might never get hurt, but you'll never get loved either. Midnight knows that quote way better than me. Midnight's the one who's really good with quotes and things like that. But this story is called Ghost Bro. And like I said yesterday, these are very short ghost stories. And like I said, I know we're short and the videos will be short, but I'm just trying to play catch up and to make sure I get enough videos done. Okay, so this one is Ghost Bro. Again, there's no name for me to credit the author or anything. So if anybody recognises it or know who did, please let me know and I can leave. I can give him credit for the stories. My house was built in 1904. It is a single family home, wood frame setting on a concrete block foundation. I have been living here for about 12 years. Of all the weird things that my siblings and me I've seen or heard in this house, this one event is my favourite. This happened to my brother. About 10 years ago, my brother and his best friend had started a garage band, playing mostly Spanish rock, alternative music, but in Spanish. His friends could only get together on Sunday afternoons. They were practising the early evening, and we usually call it crits at 8 p.m. This was the time I usually showed up and went to bed, because I worked a graveyard shift. This happened in late fall, so the days were just getting shorter. We had just finished a long session when the decision to head to someone else's house came about. My brother handed his car keys to his buddy, so they could load up the equipment. Everyone found out the basement, but the tricky part was that they needed to walk all the way to the back of the basement, up the back stairs, through the kitchen doorway, down the hall, into the living room, and out onto the front porch. Everyone was outside sitting in my brother's truck, waiting for him. My brother was walking up the back stairs, and he remembered he had left his pancakes in a to-go container sitting on a speaker in the basement. He made the decision to go back. Now, the basement is not clean. With full sight lines, there had been partitions made, and the boiler, the main heating unit, are right smack in the middle. So after my brother walks back, he's about to retrieve his food container, when out the corner of his eye, he sees it. It is a shadowy figure. Right in his vision, a feeling of dread and uneasiness washed over my brother. We had been taught that if you're in the presence of spirits or a ghost, and you feel a bad vibe, to say a quick prayer, or to curse at it. My brother chose the latter. He basically told it to, "Hey, you, I don't have time for this." I don't swear. My brother said to walk to the back of the basement and briskly up the stairs, closing doors and turning off lights as he walked out. The last light switch is on the opposite side of the front door. Luckily, the door was open and the light of a street lamp was flooding the living room with its amber light. My brother said he felt something at his back, but at no point did he turn around. As he flicked the last switch, the living room went dark, as did the rest of the house. As he stepped out, he pulled on the door, closing it behind him. Still holding his food container in one hand, he jogged down the few porch steps. He walked towards the front gate. Our house resides far from the main street, essentially having a large front yard but no rear garage. As he closed the gap between himself and his friend laden truck. He kind of smiled and thought things over in his head, mad at himself for spooking out when there was no reason. He climbed into the driver's side of the truck, putting his seatbelt and getting ready to pull out the parking spot directly in front of the house. One of his friends asked, "Hey, wait, what about your brother? Isn't he coming with us?" My brother answered, "What do you mean? He went to a curly tonight. He's already gone. Do you see his car anywhere?" The next question they asked was, "So then, who was walking behind you when you were leaving the house?" I read that one. That is creepy. Some of these, they're so creepy, but they're so cool. I've heard that one. I've heard other YouTubers do it, and again, I don't know who's written these. I've not looked at any of the stories that are on here, so I don't know what ones are on and what ones aren't. But yeah, I have heard that one, and similar ones as well, kind of thing to that. I think it's one of those that gets passed around quite a lot and changed over time and things like that. But yeah, I love these little ghost stories. They're so cool. But anyway, for now, I'm going to say love you lots, not sex, jelly tots, and I'm keeping it big and weird.